Nala and Nelly were already standing at the boundary. They had been waiting. What happened at the boundary of Amandi that night left 4 of the 14 traders unable to walk without help. The twins fought with a speed and precision that made the darkness itself seem slow. Every man who came forward went down. The ones still standing dragged their injured companions backward through the trees. The 8 villagers were freed. Not one of them had a scratch. The 5-year-old British master sat on his horse at the edge of the trees and watched all of it. When the last of his men had retreated past him, he looked at the 2 young women standing calm and unbroken at the boundary of Amandi one final time. Then he turned his horse around, and he never came back. The celebration that erupted in the village that morning shook the trees at the edge of Amandi. Men lifted Nala and Nelly onto their shoulders and carried them through the village, singing at the top of their voices. Women pressed wildflowers into their hands. Children ran screaming circles of joy around everyone. The same village that had crossed to the other side of the road now could not get close enough. Ola stood at the edge of it all with Kolu beside her, his arm around her shoulders, neither of them speaking. Both of them watching their daughters being carried through the village on the shoulders of people who had once called them witches. Ola did not cry. She had spent enough years doing that. She simply stood and watched and let it fill her completely. At some point during the celebration, an old woman said something quietly to the woman beside her, without whispering and without shame. She said that maybe not every lonely old woman who keeps to herself is what people decide she is. She paused. And maybe the ones who are something more than ordinary are not always something to be afraid of. The woman beside her nodded. And at the edge of the village, where the garden still grew thick and green, the flowers moved in air that had no wind. Just briefly. Just enough.